How many of you have had in the Bible described, cherubim described? God has the face of a man, face of an eagle, face of a lion, and the face of a bull. It's the fixed signs of the zodiac, because the fixed signs are very, very special. These have 4 stars, and later on we're going to see what the 4 stars mean. Aldebaran is the star here, the star of the show of Taurus, the eye of the bull. Regulus in the sign of Leo. Leo is the lion of the tribe of Judah. Regulus, which corresponds to the heart chakra, is in the Arabic language is called the Messiah. Scorpio has the star Antares. Antares means opposite Aries. It's not actually opposite Aries, it's opposite Taurus. But the star is called Antares. Remember that big red star I told you about? The red one, the red dragon? 2 red stars, 1 red star. The 4th red star is in Virgo. It's called Arcturus in Bootes. Bootes is here. It's a constellation that is attached to Virgo. It's a red star. Red star, 2 red stars, red star. Keep that in mind. So, you see the man, the bull, the lion, and the eagle. That's the cherubim in the Bible. Okay? Now, I'm going to describe someone with 12 names. See if you can identify who that is. The fisherman of men. The Lamb of God that takes away the sin of the world. That's the Lamb. The rock. This, remember, Osiris is in here. Osiris. Or Orion is in Taurus. Osiris is the rock. How do I know? Just grab your reference Bible. This is the Jehovah's Witness reference Bible. It's one I had at home. Go to Deuteronomy 32, verse 4, and it says, the rock, perfect in his activity. This is the rock, Osiris. And there's the name of Osiris in the Hebrew language. In the footnote, it says the rock, perfect is his activity, for all his ways are justice, a God of faithfulness, with whom there is no injustice. Righteous and upright is he. In the reference it says Hatsua. Hatsua is the Hebrew for Osiris. Osiris, the rock. He is a twin. Jesus had brothers. He was a twin. He was a... In here we have unicorn. We have 3 animals here, we have 3 animals here in Scorpio. Here we also have the unicorn. The unicorn is opposite Capricorn. The 2 corns are the horns of salvation of God. The unicorn's up here and the Capricorn is down here. They're both corns because the cornucopia means abundance. This is the house, this is the gateway to the descending cycle, and this is the gateway, the corn, to the ascending cycle. Evolution, involution. That's how the zodiac works. That's how astrology works. Here, there's another animal here. It's the scarab or the beetle. You've got 3 animals. The crab, the unicorn, and the beetle. Just check this out. Please do your homework. That Saint Augustus, Ambrose, and probably about 10 church fathers have been known to call Jesus my good scarabus. Because the scarabus back in Egypt was a little beetle that would roll a ball of dung, his own dung, he would roll it up a mountain and then let it fall again. Roll it up a mountain and then it falls again until it got bigger, like the snowball effect. Okay? That's why they put the beetle up there, the scarabus. Jesus being called my good scarabus by all the church fathers. Kircher in the 1500s called him my good Scarabaeus, my good beetle. The Lion of the tribe of Judah. The bread of life. Virgo is the bread. Jesus is called the bread of life. He's also a virgin, born of a virgin. That's the virgin. The just one, the one that came to judge. This is the judgment day. The Jews called September the 21st Atonement Day. They call it Judgment Day. This is the Festival of Tabernacles for the Jews. This is Judgment Day. Jesus is the judge. Scorpion. When Jesus says, be wise as serpents, but innocent as doves. That's the sign of Scorpio. Sagittarius. He's got the arrow. Aha. They're all conking out on me, these texters. Sagittarius has the arrow. He kills the sun. The sun gets it in the heel and dies because of Sagittarius. Jesus says, I came to this world to divide, to cause a division. Sagittarius is the dividing line. It sits on the dividing line. 21st of December is the last day of Sagittarius. He came to bring a division. The scapegoat of Israel. The Son of Man. The fisherman of men. The carpenter. What's a carpenter? Well, it's a euphemism for astrologer, for a learned man. It comes from the word nagar. Is that right? I think it's 1G. Nagar. Alright, well, nagar is serpent. The serpent, he's the carpenter. That's what it means. That's what it means. He's a nagar. He's a serpent lord. He's as wise as a serpent. And remember, Moses said, Jesus said that the Son of Man must be put on like a serpent on a cross, just like tied to a tree, just like Moses did with the copper serpent in the wilderness. That's Scorpio. So you see, all these signs correspond with the 12 disciples. These are the 12 judges of Israel. 12 judges of Israel and one prophetess. Who was the prophetess? Deborah. It's always the moon. Jacob had 12 sons and one daughter, Dinah. There's always 12 and one woman. It's the 12 disciples. It's the 12 followers of the Son. Okay. This is a very, very interesting point and it will help you to understand many, many things. The Sun rules Leo. The Moon rules Cancer. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Next in line is Venus. Next in line is Mars. Next in line is Jupiter. And here is Saturn.
Can you make Mars more clear? Because Mercury confuses the Mercury.
Mars. Mars, okay?
Yes.
Now, look at the Sun. He rules, remember, he rules the photosynthesis cycle. This is, remember, this is live, this is evil. This is all bad. Everything that happens, these signs are bad signs, these are good signs. That's why that's the Jewish menorah, the 7 candelabra, right? Now, see the Sun, in astrology, every sign has its ruling house, its detriment, house of detriment, house of exaltation, and its fall. Every sign. This is the ruling house of the Sun. This is the detrimental house of the Sun. This is the exaltation of the Sun. And this is the fall of the Sun. Have a look at this carefully, guys. Please understand this carefully. The Sun rules here on the top. His opposition is here. His detriment. The Sun's detriment is in Aquarius. The exaltation of the Sun is here in Aries. And the fall is here. Can you understand why? Well, of course, the Sun exalts here. The hero has conquered his enemies and he's gone over that line. He is exalted. The Sun exalts in Aries. When the Sun comes down here, the sun has its fall. Now let's study Saturn. Saturn, over here, that's Saturn. Saturn rules here. That's the ruling house of Saturn. Opposite in Leo is the detriment. Aries is the fall of Saturn, and Libra is the exaltation of Saturn. The exact opposite of the sun. That's why Jesus is opposed to Saturn, or Satan. That's Jesus. J-E-S, pronounced as yes in Hebrew. And when we say yes, that's why Barack Obama says, yes, we can. And Optus says, yes, because yes is the sun. And when you do this, you nod your head when you say yes, because the sun rises and the sun falls. And it's affirmative. And that's why you say yes, because